Holy shootout. What a crazy game happened on Sunday. We have a little bit to unpack here. Let's get into it. What's going on, y'all? TK here, back with another edition of TK's Commentaries. We are unpacking the Week 11 game between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're grinding over here on YouTube. I know, a couple days late on this. Usually I have these out maybe within an hour after the game. However, there was reason for that. This past weekend, the Buffalo Bills played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they beat them 44-32. I was there. I was at that game, saw everything unfolded, and I was on my way back from Buffalo that night. So now we're here. What a game to choose to go to. There was virtually zero defense. 69 total points scored between the Bills and the Bucs as Buffalo moves on to 7-3. While there were 69 total points scored, there was some elements of defense. It wasn't completely no defense. 5 turnovers, 3 from the Bills and 2 from the Buccaneers. Cole Bishop got his 3rd interception of the season. He has really come on, especially since Jordan Poyer's been playing back in the secondary with him. I think having Micah Hyde last year and now Jordan Poyer this year has helped unlock something within Cole Bishop, as he has really blossomed this season. As so far he has 54 total tackles, 36 solo tackles, 18 assists, 2 sacks, 3 interceptions on the season, and 7 passes defended. That's pretty solid. That's pretty good. He has really come into his own. As I mentioned, I think having Jordan Poyer back there has really helped him, which, speaking of Poyer, I had even said this in the first half. Watching the game from where I was and hearing the PA announcer, every time you heard him a tackle, it was Jordan Poyer. I'm just like, man, this dude is flying around everywhere. He was flying around the field, especially in the first half. Poyer finished the game with 15 total tackles, which led the team, and 8 solo tackles, which was second on the team, only to Terrell Bernard. Pardon me, 7 solo tackles, which was only second to Terrell Bernard, and 1 pass defense. Sticking with the defense as well, the Bills got virtually next to no pressure as they only amassed 1 sack. There was only 1 sack in the whole entire game, and 4 total quarterback hits between the two. Buffalo's Daquan Jones got the only sack, and that ended up being a strip sack that Dorian Williams ended up getting, which led to Baker's 2nd turnover of the game. That was in the 4th. Baker also had the 1 interception to Cole Bishop, which rounded out both of the Bucs turnovers. Allen had 2 interceptions, 1 that was kind of thrown into double coverage and got tipped and was intercepted, and the other one, honestly, he should have just eaten the sack. They had gotten pinned back. The pressure got in. He was wrapped up and he tried to do a shovel pass, and he ended up throwing a pick on that play. Buffalo's defense did hold and only allowed 3 points. The run defense was absolutely absent for Buffalo. They allowed 202 total yards and 3 touchdowns, with the longest of 43, and that went to Sean Tucker, who had a game for them. They allowed 5.2 yards per carry. That's got to be better. To allow that many rushing yards is absolutely crazy. It's a callback to a few weeks ago when they couldn't really stop the run. Speaking of Sean Tucker, as I mentioned, he had 140 total yards and 3 touchdowns. 106 rushing yards to go with 34 receiving yards, 2 rushing touchdowns he had, and 1 receiving touchdown. He had an absolute game. The only other touchdown that they had was from Baker Mayfield. Now switching to the offense, rushing lanes for Buffalo's offense was non-existent. They only amassed a team total 97 yards, averaging 4.2 yards per carries. James Cook only had 48 yards rushing and 0 touchdowns, while Allen had 40 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Allen, who had 350 total yards and 6 total touchdowns. 2nd time he's done that in his career. 3 passing, 3 rushing, and the 2 interceptions. Buffalo also had one other turnover on a fumble by McCall Hardman, which the return game, adding McCall Hardman, who eventually left the game with a calf injury, adding him has been, you definitely saw an uptick within the special teams. Hopefully that calf doesn't keep him out for too long, because I think he can really thrive in the offense. Coleman was a healthy scratch as he ended up missing a Friday meeting. So he was held out via coach's decision. Speaking of the offense, the playbook seemed to open up a little bit more. Shavers had a career game, 4 receptions, 90 yards, 1 touchdown, and a 43-yard play that ended up being the touchdown that he had. And what I mean by opening up is that they seemed to take a few more deep shots. They had 5 receptions of 20-plus yards. One of those happened to be on a swing play to Ty Johnson, who took it 52 yards to the house. That was amazing to see live. Gabe Davis looked great. He did miss a potential touchdown on a slant route. The rushing lanes, as I mentioned, was non-existent. Cook only averaged 3.0 yards per carry. The team averaged 4.2 as a whole, but Cook did go over 100 total yards, and he scored a touchdown as he went for 48 yards on 16 carries, but had added 3 receptions for 66 yards, including a 25-yard touchdown reception. Overall, it was a good team win. They kind of won in pretty much all facets, even though they lost the turnover battle, but won the game. The defense did make a couple stops late, which helped them out. Buffalo moved to 7-3. And they'll be back this Thursday, in a couple days actually, against the Texans, as they have the Thursday night game. That's pretty much all I got. This was a great game to watch live. I enjoyed every single second of it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will catch y'all after the Texans game. Peace. Go Bills. Go Bills.